What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good, and I thought we could start over here just to let you know like a little bit how things went crazy. So 27 million, 2.7 million, 2.7. Some of them like can go faster than others. Like this one is the double of this one. And the other one over there was like 27 million. This one is only like 1.9, 9.6, 2.8. So it's a little bit crazy sometimes. And these, well, these are going pretty well. If we go home, it went really, really well. So if we go ingots, you can see 20,000 ingots of each of these things. So pretty cool things. And also, as you saw in the little clip, I have done some things over here. This wasn't in the clip, I do know about this. It didn't involve also me doing these parts, but I had to modify it just because, well, of this here. Because I was using the blocks that were going to be in the middle. So when I vein mine it, it was just going to break everything. But today what we're going to do is we're going to connect a little bit of everything around here, because we do need to connect most of the thing. In the mana distribution things, like there's a couple of things we still haven't done. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do them, but I'm sure we're going to go that route. That's going to be an easy route. But for now, we're going to set up a system that's going to simply take coal and a mana pool at the bottom to distribute mana all over the place. And it's going to be here. So I believe I should have my alchemical bag with pretty much everything in there, except the blocks that I want. So of course I'm going to have to go to my system. So over here we're going to go living, and these are the blocks that I want. Alright, so over here we're going to remove these, because they will be changed into these. Alright, like so, and then in the corner, not that one, we want to place a couple of these just so that it looks good, like so. At the bottom, I believe I'm going to use these. For the moment, it's all being made like this. One thing though is we're going one block lower. Simply because, well, we need one more block. That is pretty much the reason. We need to have one more block in depth to be able to do what I want to do. Alright. So we're going to have a mana pool at the bottom over here. So I guess we can take that one. It's going to be fine. We're going to put our mana pool right here. And we're going to have something dropping the flowers in there, but only when this thing is not full. So that kind of means that I need to have a little bit of access at the bottom here. Which means we will have to put this a little bit bigger. So we're going to make a comparator. We'll need one comparator, and it's going to be used 2 times. So if we look here, comparator, I don't think there's a special one. Comparator, yeah, there's only one like this. So, alright, this is going to be, actually we kind of need 2 comparators, I believe. I'm thinking about it. Let's take this. I have an idea. So I believe we should have droppers. Oh, we don't. I'm a little bit surprised that we don't have any droppers. But 2 droppers, which I need 3, and items that don't stack. So there we go. That should be enough. The thing I'm not sure about, can this go through a block? So we're going to need to transform this flower into a floating flower. This thing will go like on there, Oops, not there. Here, which we're gonna link to the mana pool, like so. And we're gonna put the floating flower there. We'll just like grab these. Droppers are gonna be in the back over here. We'll need to have like one piece of redstone there. I'm gonna need to make this even bigger. I didn't think this thing was gonna need to be bigger. Oops, that went down because I don't have any space in my inventory. Let's put these over here. Oh, I had some of the stuff already in there. Wrong bag. Alright, let's put these in there. I don't know how big it's going to need to be. I just know that these here... Wait, really? Oh, okay. Oh, that was that one. Like, we're gonna need to put 2 blocks here, because it's going to feed on these. Alright, so... I believe we're gonna need redstone, so let's grab some redstone. We've got the comparators. So, redstone, bam, good to go. Okay, so this is gonna put redstone out, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare that redstone somehow, because the only issue is it needs to go back there. Which is kind of a problem. Okay, let's make the drop chute so I know exactly where things are going to be. Drop? That's not what it is. I don't think it's called drop, no. Let's go into Botania. It's a crate. It's an open crate. We'll need 2 of these. 1 for the flower, and 1 for the mana pool. Alright, like this. And the flower is going to be there, the mana pool is going to be there. We're going to put another one of these, like, just here for symmetry reason. Just because I don't like the way it looks right now. Let's put that like this. Now it looks pretty cool. Alright. Of course the items are going to come from there. So the items are going to come in from there. So that means that we're going to have hidden stuff probably behind with cables and things like that. Okay. And this thing... What I want to do is if the mana pool is lower than a couple of items of this, it will drop. I think I can do something even better than a dropper. Because, you know, we've got stuff. It's called a potential meter? Yeah, this thing here. Let's make 2 of these. That's good. So, yeah, what I need is this thing here. When this thing is completely empty, there's nothing on it, it will fire 1 coal so that it gets a little bit of mana so that we can use it with this thing. The next thing is this one. When there's not enough mana in there, it will trigger and drop a flower so that we have always a full mana pool. That is the plan. So let me think about this because I don't think I'm doing this correctly, and I'll bring you guys back after. Alright guys, so I'm in the last process of doing this thing, and there's just a couple last steps. I believe everything works. I'm not 100% certain. But the last thing I needed to do was to put like the export thing, which I think I'm actually going to move 1 here. This is going to go there. We're going to have 1 here and 1 there. So this one's going to output this. This one's going to output that. And I think that this one is the Lotus and this one is this. Alright, so that should work in theory. So now pretty much I need to test it somehow. So there we go. So I made the floating flower, which is gonna allow us to have it work all the time. We still have some of these, but check this out. So comparator, which takes the input from here. I have one here with a repeater going out directly into this one, and this one only works when there's no signal, without signal. So as soon as this one has power, this one's gonna have power, and bam, we're gonna have. So when this one's empty, this one's gonna turn off, this one's gonna get power. Over here, we've got a potentiometer set to 12 to the comparator in subtraction mode. So when this one has power, it's going to power this one. And again, this one is only set up to work when there's no power. So that means that when it's below 12, this thing will have power. Well, like, actually not exactly. It's because I'm supposed to do this. Now it's going to work. So this thing's gonna send the power over there. And when this thing doesn't have any power, it's going to send one of these. So let's just make sure I sent this in the wrong one, didn't I? And we've got this one over there. So now there's a couple of things we do need to do. And one of them is we need to make a painting machine. Because I'm tired of seeing cables everywhere that I can't cover. So let's look at making a painting machine, which is made like so. So pretty easy stuff. We only need to make one of these, and then bam, a painting machine. We're gonna put that next to some power. So I guess it's gonna go there. Alright, so how do you make a painting? Well, how do you do the... no, it's a facade. Like this, conduit facade. So you're going to need a couple of those, and I can only do 6. And then you're going to need the block that you want to place with it. So for me, in that case, I'm looking to get some of these. So I need 2. So this is going to work. Get me the conduit facades, which can be used. Over there, we need smooth white stone. So let's go white stone. And I'm gonna need more of these. Can I make more of that? Kind of. Let's smelt it. Should give us a compound. And let's try to make at least 1 more, 2 more, and there we go. We can do it now. So let's do white again. We're gonna take this, put it in here, and put those 6 there. So this is gonna allow us to just do the 6 blocks there. I should make a 7th one. Do I have enough for? Yes, I do have enough for 7th one. There we go. Really? Does it really gonna do? Oh no, okay, it does the correct one. Whew, it looks like the... Oh, dang. Could you come back? Thank you. Alright, so, because it looks like the cobblestone, so I was a little bit scared that it was. Alright, cool, so let's just take this one back and we're gonna close this wall, which looks a lot better. Okay, the same thing's going to happen here. Oh, actually I need some more. I need the 2 at the top to fill this hole. So let's see, 1, 2, perfect. Nicely done, and this is the one we want to do. 1 and 2. So these things are pretty good. Bam and bam. We're also going to take this because it's going to go on top of there. And we're going to have 2 more mana pool. 1 over here, 1 over there. Let's use this thing there. And these are going to send the mana to this bit, which can be done, but it's a little bit tricky. So what you can do is you can make more sparks when you have the material for it. There we go. Let's make all the sparks we can. And we're going to need to make sparks augment. So there's dispersive, dominant, recessive, isolated. I believe the one I need is the dispersive. Oh, and this thing is all in the other bag. We'll just do one thing first. Ah, space. That always feels good. So let's take these. We're gonna need one dispersive. I'm gonna make a recessive because I never remember which one of the two is the important one. There's a dominant here, but I don't think it's needed. Yeah, because dominant will grab all the mana, and that is not what I want. We also want some mana pool. Not these. Two mana pools. And in here, we're gonna take some of that, and we will make Elven Mana Spreader. Oh, it was the ingots. Alright, okay, no. And like this, I don't have the petals. I'm just using the white because I already made some white flowers. Alright, and another one, and bam. So we've got pretty much everything. So, there's a trick that you can place two things at the same place. So let's say I'm gonna place this, but I want to place this there too. So it does look like it's like one block, but there's actually a spark in there, and this is what's important to us. So this thing's gonna point up to the mana pool, so it's gonna grab this, and in this mana pool over here, we will put, I believe it's recessive. There we go. So it's sending the mana pool to all other places where there's one of these. Oh, there we go. So it dropped one. That's cool. Can we see it again? Oh wait, it's outputting more than one at a time. We do need to fix this. How can I fix this? Holy moly, it's outputting like 4 at a time. I'm gonna have to downgrade this thing. Okay, we're gonna downgrade this because this is not good. Speed upgrade. We need this. I don't know how many you need. I'm gonna put 4. Okay. Pretty much the same thing needs to be done. Alright, so downgrade. Oh, it's 1. And we need to do the same thing over here. 1 downgrade. Alright, so that should work. Well, as we saw, it kind of works. I need to do the same thing over here. So one of these. 1 there. This. Let's take this one. And put it this. This thing should be full by now. How is this thing not full? Okay, it's outputting power for some reason, like it's super slow. I'm not using anything in there, so I don't think it's doing anything. It's not gaining any power. I'm a little bit scared with this. Alright, but I think it kind of works. So let's close things up. And there we go. So that thing's pretty cool. And what I want to do is take some of the mana glass and just cover this thing up. So there we go. So we've got our mana production and everything is under. Of course, it does mean that if we go look at the bottom, like there's a couple of things, you know, sticking out. But I think everything here is pretty good. The reason I did this is because we can use the wood at the bottom to make it go higher and then just break it in one go. And the same thing for the stone at the bottom. So this is the reason these things are made like so. It's pretty cool. Of course, we will need to make another like hole, like probably here for this thing. So I'm going to do the same setup, and then we're going to have a mana pool sending directly into this. So that's pretty much the same setup. So let me set this up, and then we're going to work on automating this one. Alright guys, so there's another thing that we kind of need to do, the Conjuring Catalyst. We've never done it, so I've prepared it. We've got the 2. So now what we can do is add 2 of these mana pool. Oh, I didn't even know it was a quest. And what I want to do is put them on either side here. I don't know why I did that, because I didn't need to do this. Oh no, I did. We're gonna put this one there, and that one over here. And why did I do this? I'm an idiot. This is not what goes there. This is what goes there. This is the thing that goes there. Alright. So, then we're gonna put the 2 mana pool over here. With, of course, this on top. And now this thing's gonna also distribute mana over there. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy. This thing works quite nicely. It's probably gonna drain all my mana flowers, but it's fine. Alright, so this thing here, what I have at the bottom is again a large area that we can use. So we're gonna break this. We're gonna have 2 mechanical user over here. So let's see, do I have any? I have 1 mechanical user. And I need a lever to make another one. Alright, so now we've got 2. We'll need a bucket. A bucket with water is fine. We'll push these in there. Let's put all the Botania things into here. Like all of it. Alright, so that is perfect. This one we're gonna keep because it's part of the system. Okay, we're gonna need filters. I need 1 more filter. They don't stack, of course. And then we're gonna need another bucket of water. Like so. Alright, so we should be good. Let's go set these things up. So what I'm going to do is there's one that's going to be set here, pointing directly into that one. And there's going to be one set to grab water. I think I'm going to place it there. Then I'm going to grab some planks, put them around so that the water doesn't go away. And then we're going to do this, make a full water source, and there we go. So this thing is perfect. Just because I like my things to be correct, I'm gonna put one there. Okay, so then we're gonna have 2 cables going like this, with in and out. This one's gonna be on insert on red, and this one's gonna be on extract on red, always active. Alright, there's going to be this thing here, which is going to only export the water bucket when it's full, and this thing with the filter will only export when the bucket is empty. So that means that if I put one in here, it's going to set. Oh, and yeah, I forgot about that one. Use item on block, I believe. Let's remove that. Let's like break this and replace it just to see if it works. It does not. Oops. That's gonna happen quite a lot while I figure out use item. Yeah, that doesn't work. Activate. There we go. That's the one. There we go. So now this thing's going to work as intended. And there we go. It's pretty much automated. This thing is just a general click, so nothing crazy. And this thing now has infinite water in it. So it is pretty cool. This place starting to have some form. And I'm pretty happy of what it looks like. Of course, we're gonna need eventually to have like a place where to fight the boss. But that is still good. One last thing I want to do is I want to make these 8 tall, like I said. And somebody that I said that you can do this, and we're gonna test, because I don't presume to know everything, so, but I'm pretty sure you can't, so I'm still gonna test it. We're gonna make a random pattern here. Make me a pattern for this. Alright. So, the person said that you can place two molecular assembler and put an interface on the other side, and the interface is still going to be seen. But as far as I know, these things pass power, but they don't pass connections. And this is because if we go at the bottom, we should have 5 connections on the cable, and we have 5 connections. So these things have been changed because it was not like this in 1.7.10. They never pass power like this. Even in 1.10, in my last play, they were connecting correctly. So this is, for me, a little bit strange. But it seems that you can do that. And it seems I was wrong, because you do detect it. So you could place more, but I think 4 is enough. So we're still going to go with the plan that I had. But it seems that the person was right, and that I was wrong. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so this is going to be the size of it. I don't have enough molecular assembler for all of them, and there's a reason for this. This thing here. So I've got 86. I should be able to do that. That should be great. A great amount. Boom, 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 boom. With all this, I will have to put an upgrade on the system because molecular, I'm pretty sure I need like another 30. So give me that. We're gonna finish this side. I'm gonna have to put like a power battery like thing doodler. Simply for the fact that like there's so many things that are plugged now into the system that when I'm gonna ask it to do something big, it's probably going to fail because there's not enough energy into the ME system. So that means that we're gonna have to do a dense battery pretty soon. Okay, I believe we should have enough. There we go, it's 16 per, and I need 4 here, so I still have a couple left. It's cool, we're gonna put some on top as well. Alright, so that's gonna make it that we're gonna have more space to do different things. Because if you don't know, I do not like to place a lot of recipes in the same assemblers, simply for the fact that sometimes the same recipes will use the same assemblers twice, and I don't think it's a good thing to do. I believe that you should always have your recipes separated. If you look here, everything that I have does not use the same. If, like, let's say these, well, these is an exception because I did say that I was going to place them on the same one when I didn't want. But to make this one, you can use this one. Well, actually, no, because we use flowers, so they can be on the same one. But what I mean is, let's say you want to do this one, it's going to use this one and this one, so that's why you should put them in different ones. But you don't want to place them in the same one as this one, because this one is the first one before this one, and this one's going to use this one. So that means that you want to place them somewhere else, so they don't get used at the same time. And this is the logic that I have behind it. And if they use the same assembler, even if you have more than one processor, it won't be working 2 of those same recipes on the same assembler. Instead, if you have them in different assemblers, if you have coprocessors, they will be working on different ones. That is why I'm doing this, and I think the next step is we're gonna have to make these things a lot bigger, because they're probably gonna have to make like more to be able to handle if we want to make a lot of recipes at the same time, because right now we can make 4 crafting, and that's it. So We've got to be careful. So you see we got 0 here. I'm a little bit scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. That's what we have left. So yeah, a little bit scared about this here. That's not a lot. So I think next episode we will work on getting mob drops so that we can make this more efficient. But that is going to be it for today, guys. So I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.